I'm not getting dressed for this. I'm gonna get dressed. Let's just do this. It's okay. They like when I'm wrong. I'm natural. Cute. 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 Sorry. Okay. Take 1. Take 2. Take 3. All right. Orlando, take 4.
Hey children, so my last week here in Boston. I wish I had like a coin or something. I do! I have 2 pennies. Did it go in? I don't know. Hopefully it went in. And this one. I don't know if either of them went in, but I wished. I made a wish. I made a wish.
What's up? I really am so thankful for everybody who viewed my last video. I hope you liked, shared, and subscribed. And if you did for that one, you might as well do it for this one. Today, we're gonna talk what happened directly after Boston. So sit down, grab your snacks. It's about to be story time. The adventure begins just before Thanksgiving.
It's my last full day in Boston. And I'm at the train station. Waiting for my friend.
A pleasant surprise. Your phone is not there today.
I moved back home, but it was okay. I kind of found myself in the year that I was there for.
My phone died, so
It's the Boston life. I hope you feel sad that you're leaving.
don't feel sad. What? Call her? What? What about her? I will.
My mother drove up to Boston. She picked me up. She rescued me. I discovered I wanted to go to culinary school. Didn't know what school I wanted to go to yet. I thought I was going to try and do school in Boston, but I just couldn't find a place at all. As you guys can see, I was really struggling. So I came home to my family.
Back in Florida. I'm with my sister. Hey, hi, Soph. What's up? And we're driving around getting it. We're gonna head to Panera. So I'm here with Whitney, guys. Hey. This is my other best friend. You guys already met Jean. So we're going to Target. We actually kind of match. But I'm wearing jeans. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Hello, this is Candy and Cocoa Shop. Who's calling, please?
It's
Wait
Belle.
a minute.
So this is a little bit hard for me because this is some of my life that I just don't talk about very often with people. So I'm letting you guys in on me that some of my family doesn't even know about, but I guess they do now.
Callie, can we give your presents to Cambria?
No.
You guys know, or maybe you don't, maybe you've been privileged enough to never feel this, but sometimes you're living your life and you don't know if the choices you're making are the best ones, so you'd rather just not discuss them with anybody. Because if you don't tell people, they're not real. And that's how my 2016 kind of ended. Was I came home and there was my ex that was able to cut out of my life when I was in Boston, and I kind of felt bad because this person had always been really loyal to me. They always stuck by me, but I cut them out because I felt like it wasn't healthy for them for us to stay friends. So I ended up traveling all around Florida. I went all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. I saw places I'd never seen. I even went to South Carolina at one point. person who went to KOS together for the first time. Got me my first ukulele. I started practicing my ukulele. And me and this person, we traveled a lot.
Oh shit! The air one. What just happened, dog?
I don't know.
And it was just a phenomenal time. And we even were considering getting back together, but the same reasons why we broke up to begin with were very prevalent, that they still existed. I knew I wanted to get to culinary school. I knew my life wasn't just going to be me traveling around, or at least I thought it wasn't going to be. I thought this was getting my life back on track. Who knows where the train tracks are even anymore. I got a job at Planet Fitness. I found out what school I wanted to go to.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down now. I'm scared to do these.
After finding myself, I found the school I wanted to go to, and that's how I ended up moving to Orlando. I went away for the summer to do my summer job that I do every year, and started off August 2017. I moved to Orlando. I moved into a complex called The Verge. And I just loved my situation. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that every time they're gonna have a perfect situation. It just ended up working out for me that well. And I ended up having the best roommates. Their gym is phenomenal. Their pool is immaculate. So I knew that food would work for me. So I went to culinary school. So I moved in 2017 already having a job. I had worked really hard to make sure when I moved I had a job because I was paying my own bills. And so I was working as a barista. So shout out to all my baristas out there. So I'm a barista on campus at Valencia. There with my 3 roommates.
Yeah, it's my worlds. You're just swimming in it.
Most of the time we had a great time together. We threw parties together, invited our friends. We talked to each other about relationships. Obviously we weren't best friends because we didn't meet each other before, but I did feel really close enough to tell them things. I told them, when I first went to school, I met this guy. And I'm sorry, I'm trying really hard to repress the memory. So hard. And so I try not to think about him too hard, because I never pressed charges or anything. It actually was on the line of teetering whether I should or I shouldn't. There was this girl, and she ended up telling me how in her first semester, how something very similar happened to her. And she said that she afterwards did end up calling the police, but it just became she wasn't able to prove it. Just no one's gonna believe you. Just from her story alone, because we went to the same school. To make a long story explicitly short, that was my first month, and I even was able to open up to my roommates about it. We were pretty close. I made such great friends overcoming those experiences. Life has ups, has downs, and it's just about how you grow. And I had decided I didn't want to let that person be a victim, so I just said I just wasn't going to think about it, and I didn't process it, and I just tried to keep moving on. And I think that's why Orlando ended the way it did.
I didn't process at all, and I just like to toss in my Pandora's box. I believe we all have a Pandora's box that some of us have, processed and healed from, and some of us are still working on unpacking. I've now filmed this too many times and feel like it's still not enough. And I'm probably gonna have to film it again. And I just don't know how to cohesively mesh all of that together. So I'm gonna do this in parts. So I apologize for the choppiness of that edit. I was really trying to hold myself in and hold myself composed. When I filmed this, I have now grown from that phase, but when I filmed this, I just didn't want to showcase that part of myself, because I'm human and humans are emotional beings. But when I was filming this, I was very guarded of this story. I was very protective of this story. I've had reactions when expressing this story that have made it kind of difficult for me to continuously express and to open up about. But it's something that I like to say that I've overcome. Like I said in the video, and multiple times, I don't like to let this person have power over me and be able to fundamentally change the person that I am. And so I've tried to grow from this, and I've tried to not let myself be too emotional about it, but it is something that has, even right now, I go through waves of emotions with it. Sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I feel growth, sometimes it's just sad, and it makes me more sad when I'm sad because I just don't want to let them win. But yeah, I was really trying to hold myself in, and so it just didn't feel natural. But there are things that I said in the original shot that I wanted to keep. So this video is gonna be in parts. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be in parts. You're gonna see my clothes change. This is not a professional production, so my clothes are gonna change. It's just gonna be me. I just wanted to explain that to you. Explain the choppy edit. Explained the ending was just terrible, and I hope some of these bloopers make it a little bit better. Just peep in here and explain that. Just wait for it. There's part 2 to this.
I'm trying to get this back to being lighthearted. Woo! Anyway, I just ended up. They're just turning the process. I shouldn't have my phone charging here. That's really the issue. Hey! What's happening? I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, but it kind of still left you guys into the dark from Boston to present day 2020. Life is chaotic, and I have tons of videos coming out from you guys, just updating you on my year 2019. So I've just come to you guys unfiltered, me, Belle, just to have another sit down chat with you guys, just to update you